average blows, competitive spirits. Yeah, 13.
Happy day and what it do?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy K here. Look, being average at anything is never great. Being above average at everything kind of makes you awesome.
Yes, sir. And I go by 3% Kai, and the 3 represents the percentage of the world that's identical twins. And of course, I'm still hearing, tasting, touching, seeing, and smelling what I believe is going to be a great episode. Ooh. So what I got to complain about? So today we have somebody join our conversation. I was going to go in a little bit more, but Kay, who's joining our conversation, bro?
Nick! But not just Nick to anybody. I am proud to be a friend of this guy.
Talk to him.
Nick, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How we feeling?
We feeling great, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the enthusiasm. Man.
Yes, of course.
So if you are new to the show or you're coming back to the show, Kay and I, we are identical twins. For whatever reason, Nick, when people think of identical twins, they think we can feel the same pain, think the same thing. Sometimes we think the same on occasion, but Kay, I am... Okay, I was going to say, pinch yourself.
Crazy.
I am poking my kneecap. Do you feel that?
No, sir.
All right,
I'm
cool.
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
So we're not feeling the same
proud of
pain.
you.
But look, I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to say what's on my mind.
I'm going to say what's on my mind.
Nick, I want you to say what's on your mind too, okay?
Of course.
1, 2, 3.
Proud Puffs.
Wow!
That's crazy.
That is the first time in
like
average
that.
close history.
That's crazy.
Let me get some.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, so we are thinking the same thing today, goddammit.
We did it.
Me and Kay, we are identical twins of just not if you were to examine our toenails. But we don't got to talk about that. All right, so Nick, what are we talking about today, man?
Expectations.
Yes, sir. I have 2 definitions.
And I got 2 as well, so.
All right, so I'll read the first one. Expectation, a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future.
Or a belief that someone will or should achieve something.
Now, can I walk in it?
Go for it.
All right, cool. According to PewResearch.org, Americans see different expectations for men and women. So before I actually break down what they met by a survey,
right.
How do you guys feel about that? About Americans seeing different expectations for men and women?
I could definitely see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You same?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, so here, this is based off a survey from 2017, the 2017 census. I know I'm big on people. It did not disclose how many people participated in this survey. So I'm going to say, whatever. I ain't going to say nothing. Actually.
Don't do that.
Let's throw a number out there.
All right, so the survey is,
people.
what are the traits and or characteristics that people in our society expect from men and women? So here are what they expect from men. Honesty and morality, professional financial success, ambition and leadership. For women, physical attractiveness, empathy, nurturing kindness, and intelligence, right? So, and I'll run it back if I have to. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Let me ask my question first.
I was ready to go.
Damn.
I was ready to shoot. Go for it.
Yeah, my fault. I got button happy.
So here's the question, all right? Are there any traits and or characteristics that you expect out of people? And it doesn't even have to be on this list.
Yes. For sure. I would definitely say respect.
Okay.
Loyalty.
You expect loyalty
from people?
Yeah.
Like all people?
From my people, my circle.
Okay. All right.
Those who I consider loved ones, brothers,
Okay.
my sisters, for sure.
So you don't believe that respect is earned? I believe that.
I definitely believe it, but I also still think that there's nothing wrong with starting off by giving respect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm able to navigate certain circles because I lead with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there ain't a lot of bad energy out there because they know Nick is leading with respect when he meets me. You know
Do you think it's like you can unlock a certain level of respect? Do you think there's levels to it a little bit?
Ooh, great question. No, definitely. I think so. I think through time. You know what I'm saying? So you meet somebody all right, cool. I'm gonna lead with respect just because you're a human. You know what I mean? I want to give human decency, human respect.
Basic human decency,
Hold
goddammit.
on. Because you said the levels thing. And now I'm really curious.
Go.
Can you let me know what is the top level 500 level of respect? What does that look like versus the bottom level of respect? What does that look like?
The top level of respect I think would be we've experienced something together, you know what I mean, a certain hardship, and you held me down, you know what I'm saying? So that's, for me, it's that undying loyalty that I'm giving you at that point. You know what? You get my last and my first. My second.
You get everything, goddammit.
You know what I'm saying?
Please cue that up. You get my last and my first.
Did I look you in the eyes? Is that what happened?
I'm not gonna say what I was thinking.
I was being sociable.
I'm not gonna say what I was thinking, but thank you for queuing that shit up, goddammit.
This isn't seltzer, by the way. I asked for seltzer on my rider, but continue.
Hey, yo, he trying to call us out.
All right, I just wanted to say that.
Yo, Kay, how about you for the same question, man? Are there any traits and or characteristics that you expect out of people?
Were you trying to say that was sizzling water? Is that what you?
No, I said it's not seltzer water.
Yeah, was that what the joke?
No. He was saying that he wanted a certain thing, and we didn't provide that for him.
That's what I said.
It worked perfectly. You want to know? Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat that shit. But is there anything that I expect from all people?
Yeah.
I would say respect to a degree, and yeah, just that. Just as in when you see me, like you're not going to blatantly disrespect me in any way. You're gonna treat me as a human being. You know, that doesn't mean you got to say hi to me or say anything to me at all. But you're not just gonna be like, hey, what you looking at, lard ass, or something like that. You know what I mean?
So just real quick, if you are walking down the street, right, and somebody that you don't know passes you, what does respect look like to you in that situation?
You so there's a walkway, right?
Sure.
And we don't bump me. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, don't bump me. You don't gotta say anything. Yeah.
Would be me bumping you.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Respect would be like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
someone can accidentally bump you, like if they're looking at their
Well,
phone.
then say sorry.
pardon. I'm quick.
what?
I'm quick.
Pardon,
I'm
sorry,
I'm
same
quick
thing.
with pardon. That's how I speak. Pardon me.
Wait, after you get bumped, that's what you're saying to them?
Both.
Because you gonna say pardon you.
No, I just pardon. You know what I'm saying? Because automatically I can't jump to say like you meant to aggressively bump me. You know what I'm saying? Now if there was a mean mug after, I still might say pardon because if you're
I'm
just
not gonna lie,
bumping
Nick,
strangers, it's crazy.
It seems like you just learned that word pardon. You just learned that
Nah,
word?
it's me, man. That's anytime I gotta pardon myself.
Wait, hold on. Why you feel that way?
But okay, this is an assumption based off me. When I just learned a word, I abuse that word.
I learned recently serendipity, and I've used that a lot.
Ooh.
Okay, so you can relate to that.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
Yeah.
That sounds like a flavor you get from Chick-fil-A.
That's crazy.
Serendipity sauce.
Polynesian serendipity. I can see the transition. If you guys don't mind, though, you know what I mean? One of my biggest things, I'm big into audiobooks. Are you guys, fellas, into audiobooks?
Yeah.
Okay, so Seven Spiritual Laws of Success is one of the books that I recently read. We talked about recently, right?
Yep.
And one of the laws is when you go somewhere, especially to someone's house, you bring something.
Right.
Okay.
So, you know,
Got me smiling,
you know
goddamn
what I
it.
mean? Now that I'm with y'all fellas outside of, you know, bringing boxes of cereal, you know, I got
Wow.
Hey,
brother
yo.
here.
Wow.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
you know what I mean? I got a prop puff.
I'm gonna say this is also a first
In
on
Average
Average Blows history.
Yes.
Not only did we all thinking the same thing, my man came through with some gifts.
Hey, look. If you ever wanted to see a black man blush, just rewind this when he digged in that box.
Now,
How? Hey, I can't be okay.
it's one of those things, man. If you read the Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, man, it's definitely something that you know, I make sure and use
keeping
these
this on my
laws to
lap,
keep me.
goddamn.
Excuse
you
me,
know
I'm
what
gonna attempt to put this on right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, no.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You got a big ass head, so
I mean? So don't stretch out the neckline early. If applicable.
I got it. I'm sorry. I got it.
Applicable.
He said, "Pause if apple bites."
Applicable.
God, he said pause of serendipity. God damn it.
Because this isn't seltzer water, so you know.
Yo, so anyway,
Oh, hold on, sir.
go ahead. Oh, what? I was trying to keep up. Yo, Kai, what about you? What did you expect from all people?
I do not have the Nerf guns handy right now, but if I did,
The Nerf
sorry,
blasters,
the
the
Nerf
Nerf
blasters,
blasters.
I would have blasted your ass, my boy.
Hey, yo. All right, maybe that was too much. I'm sorry.
No.
I watched the show a lot.
And we appreciate that. Appreciate this even more.
Yes.
My God.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
even more.
Of course.
All right, so I'm not going to stretch the neckline out, but I'm going to answer the question if I can.
Yeah,
all right. So
please.
for me, I try my best not to have any expectations. Yet the one thing that I consistently expect from everyone is to be a decent human being. Now you probably like, what does that mean, right? Because I know respect looks different for everybody, right? All that, I want to say basic stuff that people want, right? Empathetic, polite, all that. It looks different. It's subjective, right? But so what it looks like to me is not leading with violence, goddammit. Like, so like in the example that you gave, you know, bumping me, don't bump me, right? Don't step on my shoe.
Right.
You know, if I say a bad joke, don't punch me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me you ain't like
Oh,
the
so
joke.
you mean physical violence then?
Yeah, physical violence. Physical violence.
Oh, so like somebody can verbally assault you all they want? And they still being respectful?
No, I mean, violence is violence, bro. I just gave examples of physical violence, but the same thing with verbal violence.
Can I ask?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you have any expectations? What is your fear?
What fear? I don't have a fear of expectations. I embrace fear, goddammit. But there's no fear of expectations. But we're gonna hold that just because your honor segment is around that. All right,
Go for it.
So, okay, you want
Say
which
go
one?
for
To
it,
jump in?
So according to
You want me to say it
Nah,
for you? Okay, take your time.
Encore Life Skills. I was saying Encore. EncoreLifeSkills.com. God damn it. I've been hanging around Kai too much.
Very
true. Types of expectations. These are different types of expectations, right? So there's conscious and unconscious, reasonable and unreasonable, and stated or unstated expectations.
Stated and unstated sound the same as conscious and unconscious. Like if you say something, if you don't
To some
say-
degree, definitely. I think stated and unstated.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm in a relationship, you know what I mean? I have certain expectations that are stated and unstated, certain things that you should navigate, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you're my partner.
Okay, so I was gonna say, well, stated like some that you actually say and things that you don't say. Conscious and unconscious is like, are you thinking about it or are you not thinking about it?
I use the word similar.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well,
I said
I'm not
similar.
throwing any pushback.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
explaining what.
It's a twin thing.
Yeah, I got whatever.
Was you gonna explain each of them though? Because some people might not know. You said the
Oh
words.
nah,
but-
I definitely wasn't gonna explain any of them. Well, I mean, you know what, and that's my bad because I had an expectation that y'all know what the hell I was talking.
no, you assume. Goddamn it!
Sponsored by Proud Puffs.
See?
That moment, I'm gonna slow mo that goddamn shit.
Proud to be a problem. God damn it.
Yes, sir. All right. So, from the public's perspective, the expectations. Okay, going back to the survey, right?
Yes.
From the public's perspective, so now we're talking about the public, the masses, right? There's an expectation that puts more pressure on men when it comes to jobs and career, right? So here is the survey. So there's a large gap in public's view of the types of pressure men and women face. Number 1, supporting their family financially. 76% of the public expect the man to do that, whereas it's 24% for the women. Be successful in their career. 68% of the public expect men to be that, and whereas 32% for the women. And then now here's where it switches. Be an involved parent. 77% of the public expect the women to be that, and 23% of the men. And then to be physically attractive. 71% of the public expect that of the women, whereas it's 29% for the men.
So it's just a bunch of ugly dudes walking around.
That's what so okay, now here's my question to you guys. And once again, if you need me to run anything back, I will. Right? So out of these 4, which one of these would you say have affected you, positive or negative?
Definitely the first one.
The first one was be successful in your career.
Correct.
Okay.
Definitely. It's expectations that I believe people have placed on me, but also expectations that I kind of placed on myself.
Okay.
I mean, it's a buzzworthy word now, generational wealth. That's just been my mindset for the last decade, if not more. Just being in that space to where at some point, somebody has to be the one to take your family to the next level.
That's right.
You know, and it was just me. You know what I mean? Like, it was something that I said I'm going to carry the flag to make sure that my family's taken care of, and not just my immediate family, the next generation and the generation to come.
How hard, or I don't want to say hard. How is it? Do you find it challenging to think like that? Like, not just your family, the next generations. Is that challenging to think of?
No, I think the challenging part would be the execution of it.
Okay.
The challenging part would be the pressure that you put on yourself.
Yeah, I was about to say,
actually
I'm
do
sorry
it.
to cut you off and interject,
No.
but does that even cross your mind? Like, that's what you like want to set up, but do you actually think about that? Like, I'm trying to set it up for family after family after family. Or you actually do? Like,
Hell yeah.
Every day.
oh.
Every day.
Well, I'm saying because like that's what I want, but I don't tell myself that either.
Yeah.
But if you don't tell yourself that, then how are you going to execute it? Like, what are you doing?
It's one of those.
I'm saying like I want to be wealthy and like I have my definition of what that is.
Yes, sir.
And it's similar, but like I'm not necessarily saying like I want to set my I'm not thinking this is for my family and then their family and then their family and then their family.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying, if you're not thinking that, then like, if you got to be thinking of something to do something, right? I
Right.
mean, so if you're not thinking of it, how are you working towards that?
I mean, everybody gets motivated differently, so I don't want to. It's like you're saying that for me, kind of. Right? If you're not thinking that, then what are you doing? Like I'm thinking of how to be successful in my way, right? That's for you. You said like you probably have to think of that, right? Think of my family after family, because I think the last episode you said nepotism, right? You want that to exist in your family.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And like
I agree with that.
I agree too, but I'm not necessarily like thinking. It's like when I'm thinking of how to get to where I want to go, I'm not thinking I got to do this for my family and a family after that and a family. Do you understand
It
what I'm
sounds like you're
saying?
almost like on autopilot. You've had the idea, the ideology is in your head, it's set, so you don't have to think about it again. Is that accurate?
Kinda. I don't know why autopilot kind of seemed disrespectful to me.
No, like
good thing.
Like it's registered in your mind. Like, this is what I want, so
Right.
you don't have to keep regurgitating the
yeah.
same thought. It's there for me. That is my motivation on why I get up,
Right.
and why I stay up,
Yeah,
late,
yeah.
and why I designed the box the way I did, because it's like I got to see my family. When I see my family, that means get up and hustle. You got to keep moving.
Respect.
Respect for understanding me and being able to articulate it in a way that I couldn't. I'll be better.
And just I know we probably on it for a little too long, but just to give a little. A little too long. Okay. Yeah, I did that. But
Warranted.
An example of what I mean, like thinking to do something, right? Basketball. You thinking that you need to score the basket. If you're not thinking that, then you're not actively trying to get the ball to score. That's what I'm talking about.
I guess, yeah. Like it's like Nick said. Like I guess I'm just like I programmed it already, and I don't necessarily need to go back. Because if I was thinking, I wanted to score 20 every time I get the ball, I'm not gonna say, oh, I need to shoot right now. Like I know I want to score 20 points.
My favorite quote is 2 things can be true: and two
Absolutely.
things can be true.
Absolutely.
So Kai, what about you? You
Oh,
even
you
asked
answer,
myself.
Yeah, okay, you answer that question.
Look,
so I
man.
those 4 things, which has affected you the most?
So I'll definitely need you to.
Run it back from the tip.
Yep. Be successful in your career. Be an involved parent. That doesn't necessarily apply to you right now. Be physically attractive, or supporting the family financially.
Oh yeah, then it has to be the same one. I think none of those really. I haven't really had to deal with any of those. I mean, I do think I'm attractive though. You know me. Shout out to Richie Rodriguez, goddammit. Also, I just want to say real quick for the listeners, I am wearing a USPS hat. I used to work for the post office, so I do know some people who still work at the post office. Shout out to y'all. Hen Dog, what's good, baby? You probably listen to this, and what, that was Ayo?
No, he was good.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope y'all are getting it in and grinding through these hot summer days, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and cue myself up. I'm sorry. I saw Nick. He was like, use it. Shout out to y'all though. God damn it.
All right, and, I know you was going to ask me, so I'm gonna answer the question. It's
Ask.
So,
I was going to ask
Did I
you,
say
sir.
X?
Yeah.
X. What's wrong? See, look, I'm tired of that. You know what I meant, right?
Huh?
You know what I meant?
I didn't. I thought you was gonna pull out like a weapon.
Did you feel that same way, Nick? You thought I was gonna pull out a weapon?
I didn't think so.
Okay,
I feel really safe around cereal. With children on the rocks.
Okay,
Right,
don't you
Proud
use?
Puffs.
Do you still use Axe body spray?
I don't.
You don't?
That's
Wait, hold on,
crazy.
Wait, you do?
No.
Oh, wait, what?
No, he said it's crazy that you ever use it, and that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Oh, I don't. Did I ever use it?
Okay, yes.
How you know that?
In your like teens or your 20s?
Well, it's
No.
I live with you.
Yeah,
Like yesterday you used it?
in my, no,
That's crazy. Buying your body
The
spray.
only reason why I even brought that up is because I said Axe, and he thought of a harmful weapon. It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah. Wait. So why? How we get to the body spray if I said a harmful weapon?
No, because
Axe
you could have
is
thought of that too. Like, why you think of the harmful stuff? And I
Like the axe.
that is a harmful weapon, is it not?
Yeah, but wait. Then how we get to the body spray? I
Sponsored
said.
by Proud Puffs.
We're gonna move on, okay? Well, all I'm saying is there's something safer that you could have thought of, and that I feel like that you use more frequently than you use an axe. You don't even go axe throwing, okay?
I did. Oh shit. I did. Whatever. Moving on.
I did. Anyway, so
never been.
for me, no, they're not sponsoring. It's not saying nothing. Anyway, so me is the same, supporting the family financially, because just like similar to what Nick was saying, like when you grow up, that's something that you hear. Now, I have seen examples of women like be that foundation rock, right, or the financial rock, However, they were the only parent. So like I'm not sure if that's the same, but so like in terms of like the expectation of being a man and creating that financial foundation, that's influenced my decisions. Like, and I'm talking about like with jobs. So like when I would, instead of just looking for a job and like looking at the description before I look at the pay, I look at the pay before I look at the description. And I think it should be the other way around, because you should want to see if this is a job that you even care about doing before you care about the pay.
Right.
Pay is always negotiable. Benefits, pay, you can always negotiate that. But the role of the job, that's what it is. So I feel like you got to look at that first, all right?
Touche. I like where he's going with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I agree.
Appreciate that.
Negotiate your worth.
Yes, sir. Always.
Hey, man, you got to be. What's up? You got to
No,
be proud.
no.
I wanted to say. You got to. What's up?
Yeah, you definitely got to be proud.
Oh yeah, well, if you was gonna say if you visit our website at www.averagebos.com,
Yes, sir.
if you go to our blog post, I actually I have an example of articulating your worth or your value, and it's me for this company that I work for Monday through Wednesdays, and it's a great example. If you want to go ahead and read that, I am articulating my value. But I want to get into a misconception,
do it.
if I may.
Yep.
Good.
Please.
A misconception that you can speak things into existence. Now, for the most part, no, you can't. There has to be action involved, right? Unless you're a sales rep or something like that, then I guess kind of you can speak a sale into existence. How do you feel about that misconception?
I definitely believe you can speak things into existence, man. I'm that law of energy guy.
Okay.
I'm a big Nipsey Hussle fan, if you know Nipsey.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's big into, speaking things into fruition and actualizing things based off your words, talking to yourself nicely. So yeah, no. For me.
Okay. Go ahead, Kai.
I
Do you want
think,
to
I think you just mean like in
More
a more of a
literal
literal
sense, yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, like I can, if I want to, like, let's say this is mad disrespectful, and I'm not going to do this. But if I say, like, I'm going to hog spit on your face, like, I can speak that into existence, I can do that. So if we being literal.
But it's still the action put behind it. Even like speaking things into existence, like I get it, but you still have to do the work. You can't just sit like, you know what I mean?
I'm going to be a millionaire, God's going to bless me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You have to like, there has to be action.
Have you tested that out?
Have who tested?
Have you tested the theory out? Have you tried?
What? Hog spitting?
No. Please don't. Not on the boxes. Have you tested it out? Have you asked God or the universe for something and waited to see if it happened.
Well,
without
I
any
believe
action.
in what you're saying. I do that, but what I'm saying is, I also, from observation, seen people say these things, but they don't do anything to
Apply
get them
action.
right. So that's where I agree with the misconception.
Right. That's just all it is, really. It's like there has to be action behind those words. It can't just be words.
Of course.
You can't just say, I'm going to have the Proud Puff founder and owner here, right? And not work to get him here, right?
And I'm here.
Bing,
he's
bada, boom, baby. You know what's going on.
Speaking
With
of hair,
gifts, goddamn.
there's someone missing. Never mind. Continue. As you were. As you were.
Yeah. So my a lot of my research today is like from the survey. So stats and
Okay.
Did you want to jump into anything real quick before I do this last one? Not last one, but
Go ahead. Where you going?
sure. Okay. So this is for men and the expectations of generational differences. My apologies. So basically, like how things differ, like the expectations from today compared to back in the day. Now, like I said, this is from 2017. I don't know back in the day, what is it from? What year? I'm gonna think maybe the 90s. I don't know. So anyway, being emotionally strong is 86% of Americans expect that out of men today, whereas it was 41% back in the day. Be interested in sports. 71% of Americans or men think that the expectation is to do that today, whereas 28% back in the day. Be willing to throw a punch if provoked. 57% of men expect that to be today. That's the expectation for today, whereas it was 15% back in the day. And then the last one, have many sexual partners. 40% today, that's the expectation, versus 11% back in the day. Now, out of those, were there any that surprised you?
I'm gonna have to say, run it back from the top.
Run it back from
Yo,
the
Did I sound like that?
No, you didn't.
Not even close.
Way off.
All right.
So, be emotionally strong, 86% today, the expectation today, versus 41% back in the day. Be interested in sports, 71% today, whereas it was 28% back in the day. Be willing to throw a punch if provoked, 57% today, whereas it was 15% back in the day. And then have many sexual partners, 40% today, whereas it was 11% back in the day.
Nah, that sounds spot on.
Oh, so nothing surprised you.
No, all of it surprised. I mean, all of it didn't surprise me. Like,
Okay.
those are all spot on.
Okay.
For me, the last one, the multiple sexual partners, I would feel like, or I think the thought was back then it would be just as high or a closer number.
Yeah, that's a good
Only
point.
11%. Like, hold on, I feel like they was getting it in. God damn
There
it!
was a lot of good drugs. Not that I subscribe to any.
No,
Sponsored by Problems.
The hippies, yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was free love back in that
Right,
time, so
right.
they was really giving out free love.
I guess they're just giving out kisses. They wasn't actually having sex. I don't know.
They was definitely having sex.
They was humping, dry humping,
I'm about to say that. Dry humping, goddamn
heavy
it.
in the 70s.
Guys,
the
any of those
90s.
surprise you while you was looking at those numbers?
Yeah, definitely. Be willing to throw a punch if provoked, because I believe like back in the 90s, like fighting was a language that most people communicated with. But when I think about it now, though, when I think about it seriously though, but when I think about it now, I can see how like I had a skewed perception based off the environment that we was in. So like we was in the hood, right? So like, but that's not the whole city. That's not the whole state.
Right.
So like I get it now. Like, but that definitely surprised me.
Can you imagine being called like a jive turkey and then getting swung on? It's crazy.
I could though.
That's crazy.
I could imagine that.
I'm gonna be mad
If you get swung on.
if I get called the jive turkey before I got swung on. It's like, watch your mouth.
I know what you mean by it, but would you feel any extra way if it was like close to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
not for
that episode of.
Now you gonna ayo that? Nah.
Can I ask a question about the was it emotional maturity? I think was the first one.
Yeah. Being emotionally strong.
Be emotionally strong.
Yeah.
Now is that us out being having the ability to outwardly express these emotions, or is it just the way they want us to, and let's keep it in?
Keeping it in is not. I don't think that counts about being emotionally strong. Being emotionally strong to me means like expressing that.
In terms of the research, did they?
It's just that emotionally strong. They didn't get into like what that actually means.
I want to say because I know right now in this day and age they don't expect us to be outwardly expressive as far as our emotions are concerned.
It says 80.
They're liars.
This is 2017. Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah. They was lying.
Definitely liars.
It was a cat. God damn it.
I mean, also like I said, it didn't say how many people participated in this. The
6 people.
Demographic. Oh.
None of them were black.
I don't think you get a number like 86 with 6 people.
8 people.
Your math is just as good as mine.
None of them diverse.
I hope not, because we got Power Puffs here. Right? God damn it, he's the founder, CEO, all that. Power Puffs.
Any more misconceptions, sir?
Yeah, I do. But before, I wanted to ask Nick a question.
Oh.
Actually, before I ask you a question, though, I have this new segment that I'm implementing. It's called Finish This. I will read a little story, and then I will ask you to finish that story. And the reason why I do it, I've been writing books for 10 years.
It's fire.
And I have not appreciate that, man.
My God.
But I have not finished any, so this kind of more or less helps me remember to finish those books and work on these skills.
And one day, one of these guests are going to ask you, where are you at with finishing any of those books today, sir?
And I will give a number, okay? What a percentage. But the story starts like this. Puffman was the best superhero the city had ever seen. He had conquered all his powers at the early age of 12 and was a well-oiled machine by the time he became an adult. Naturally, when Puffman had a son, there was great expectations for that boy. Puffman thought that if he was able to control his power so young with no parents with superpowers, his son would be able to do it even better. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Puffman was sad but started to think that maybe, just maybe, he needed to reevaluate his expectations. The next time Puffman and his son were training, his son asked, "Dad, are you proud of me even though I'm not picking things up as quick as you expected?" Puffman then said, "Finish this."
First, I want to say Puffman sounds crazy. That's it. That's it.
It's a kid. It's a kid story.
Yeah, kid story of Puffman. Dang, read the end. I'm sorry, I was stuck on Puffman as soon as you said it.
So Puffman was sad but started to think that maybe, just maybe, he needed to reevaluate his expectations. The next time Puffman and his son were training, his son asked, "Dad, are you proud of me even though I'm not picking up things as quickly as you expected?" Puffman said, then, "Finish that."
Yes, my son. I am still proud of you.
Dad, why are you proud of me?
No, man, in real life, even though I'm not finishing the story well because I'm terrible, and that's why I listen to audiobooks. In real life, we do set expectations for others, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes we set unrealistic expectations, and sometimes we got to peel back and really assess the situation, assess what we're asking of that person to say, well, one, are they capable of that right now? You know what I'm saying? Or is this something that they'll eventually grow into?
Right.
And I just want to say, not related to what you just said, but what you first started with, Puffman is crazy. Puff Daddy, I'm sure you called him that before. So
Touché.
Yeah.
When you say Puffman, I'm thinking of like, you know what I'm saying?
Puffman actually sounds a little better than calling another man Puff Daddy. I'll tell you that right now.
Whoa, that was his name? Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Wow.
Puff Daddy, Puffy.
Puffy.
Daddy.
Good point.
That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. We had all time, Kirk.
We go. We had 27.
All right.
Oh,
What, Puff Daddy? You still thinking about Puff Daddy in your
anyway.
thoughts?
All right, cut it out. Now you gotta cut it out. Hey, yo! I think one of the episodes you talked about effective forecasting.
Yep.
Right, and that had to do with expectations, right? I think.
No.
Oh, it's not. That wasn't like forcing your expectations on somebody.
No.
All right, so good, because I don't know where I'm going. But anyway, so I was gonna ask, have you guys ever used your expectations of someone to motivate them? Starting with Nick.
My expectations of someone to motivate them. Definitely. I think, especially like my loved ones, people who are in my circle, you know what I'm saying? I definitely say to myself, like, the people that I keep around me, I need them to motivate me. And I want them to be motivated for themselves, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. There's another chili in there that I want to add. I just can't remember.
You don't need a bowl, goddammit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that I expect of people that are in my circle, because I would hope they expect the same thing of me. So, for sure.
Okay. And that's called the primacy effect.
Primacy effect.
Yeah, your
I knew it was an effect.
expectations of
deep.
somebody then creates them to
Do that. Right?
yeah, what you
Or try
expect to them. And that's was that like a bias? I forgot what that is exactly, but the primacy effect. And have I ever done that? I would need further time to think about if I've ever done that. I'm sure I have, but I want to be like, truthful in my answer. So
Okay. All right.
how about you, sir?
What?
Answer your own question.
Same question.
Yes.
I was about to say, what's the question? It's me.
Whatever's on your phone.
I think so for sure. It's like if I see a kid, especially we kind of got into it a little bit. I want to say with me, right? I seen kids who were starting a podcast, and I was the things that they were talking about. I was like, wow, like they're only this age. I wish I was thinking like that back then. So I subconsciously I started like expecting great things from them. So we try to help here and there, and yeah. So like I try to use my expectations of what I think they can be to motivate them. And
Do we have time for me to ask a question?
yeah.
has anyone projected certain expectations on you that you weren't ready to handle?
In life,
Sure.
Isn't that what we call like when people live? Is it vicariously?
Vicariously?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's to me. That's how I feel. That's what it is.
Okay.
yeah.
Like living.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
somebody else.
Like definitely on the spot right now, I can't I don't want to just give like I want to give a real answer to that, so I don't want to just did you have like an example of it or?
I just want to say my dad, I think, like in terms of sports, he wasn't a sports player. So like he looked at us like, oh shit, I can like what I just said, living vicariously through us. Right. So yeah, how about you, Nick?
Definitely. I'm living it.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
He was ready to get that off.
I'm trying to get some therapy through y'all. Like, I'm so glad you asked. No, I'm currently living it in the space that I'm at right now. Launching first black-owned cereal company.
Proud puffs, baby.
There it is.
Wait, can you run it back from the tippy real quick?
Run it back from the tip.
Say what you just said in your camera. First, what?
Launching the first black-owned cereal company in the U.S. or in the
Yes,
world.
sir. Yes,
In the world, not just in the city, Craig.
There's a certain expectation that was set on me. You know what I'm saying? How I handle myself. What I dress like, what I wear.
Right.
I guess it was both the same thing. But more importantly, getting it done. And through the trials and tribulations, I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean? People have projected their expectations. Like, oh, you're supposed to have it out now? Papa's supposed to be available. And I'm just like, but you don't know the journey.
Right.
Do you feel like you can't fail?
Oh, no, I know I can't.
You know you can't fail?
I know I can't. I know I can't. And although I am a very spiritual, positive person, my body recognizes that thought is in my, that thought's in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But what does failure mean to you then?
In this case, not bringing this to fruition.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My body, at some point when I had to go to the hospital, long story short, I didn't know what was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going through a positive. You know what I mean? We're in a space, unfortunately, where manufacturing is difficult and things like that.
Yep. Right.
So I'm saying to myself, no, I got this. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. It's on my socks, by the way. It's a marathon. You know what I'm saying?
He's wearing marathon socks.
You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. You know what I mean? I got this, but I know other people are like, where's the product? You know what I'm saying? Where's my order? You know what I mean? So I'm going through that in real time. So I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm good, but my body realized you're not. So I had a massive anxiety attack. You know what I'm saying? I went to the doctor. They was trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I didn't know. They said, well, are you stressed? And I said, well, I think so. maybe a little bit.
So I just want to stop the damn show to say I kind of feel guilty in that right because Nick is actually part of my man Cave Brothers.
Shout out to Man Cave.
And in the chat, I seen that a lot. I don't think I've ever said it, but I do see jokes like that, and I would laugh at it. Like when cereal coming out, where's my cereal? And but I never knew the backstory to that. I never knew that. I got a different perspective now, so I do apologize for even laughing at those things.
No, all good.
Just about the anxiety and the stress. I forget what it's called. Anybody in the medical world listening to this, put in the comments. But I was so stressed out from just like my life situation, right? I actually started breaking out like with hives. I forget what it's called, but like yeah, that's a real thing.
Hive
like,
breakout.
No. But being stressed out can obviously it sent Nick to the hospital and like your body will let you know like seriously. So
regardless of what you think in your mind, like, oh, I'm good, your body's gonna be like, no, you're not actually.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
Wait a
need,
minute,
you
goddamn
need
it.
to go sit down.
Yep.
And that's what I had to do. I had to go see therapy for it. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm building up that company, now I have to, you know what I mean, 2 days a week, go to therapy and talk about it. You know
Which
what
is
I mean?
good. Which is a good thing.
Therapy doesn't have to be reactional. Like you can proactively go to therapy even if everything is
Definitely.
great. So just put that out there, all right?
Yes, sir. But we exceeded a little bit our 30 for 30. Kai, tell them what that is.
We are now approaching the Your Honor segment, all right? We simulate a court. Oh, Nick, you know what this is.
Oh, this is my
But
favorite.
explain it for the people that don't.
Yeah. We simulate a courtroom-like setting where I'm going to be the prosecution, Kay's going to be the defense. We're going to argue our cases. I like to refer to the segment as the gym class of this show because we spend all day in the academics. And although I've enjoyed our conversation so far, Nick, I can't wait to get to this segment so I can bust this boy's ass. Kay, it is important to note.
These are not our personal views, opinions, and or thoughts. Just another way where we can channel our positive, competitive spirit in a positive manner.
You speak in French.
But so we are. Damn, you kind of threw me off a little bit. Anyway, so I'm the defense. He's the prosecution. If you agree with me, then I am not guilty. If you agree with him, then I am guilty.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Is that simple enough?
Simple enough. Let's do it.
All right. So, and it also is important to don't just judge this case by what's presented today. Okay.
Got it.
So, without further ado, here we go.
On today's docket, does disappointment come from expectations? I am going to be the prosecution again. So quiet in the courtroom. Your Honor, disappointment can be a result of a lot of things. So it's important that I make this very clear, right? Disappointment is not only from expectations. However, disappointment can come from having expectations. You know it. I know it. The defense knows it. That's just a fact. I wish you were residing over a case where you can actually make a decision that's needed, because there's actually no decision to be made here. We know what the truth is. We are adults, right? We know what the truth is. So if the defense believes disappointment cannot come from expectation, then he is guilty, and I do expect you to rule that way. So I'd like to turn it over to the defense.
Your Honor.
Objection. Sorry. I've always wanted to do that. I apologize.
You're the judge.
I apologize. Continue, sir.
Oh man, I feel like I might get a free trial. I mean, a fair trial now. Anyway, Your Honor, I didn't appreciate that outburst, but I certainly didn't appreciate the Kai taking that B Rabbit approach right there, trying to take everything off the table. Anyhow, I would prove that expectation is not what leads to disappointment, but rather it's you that lead to disappointment. Turn it over to the prosecution.
I appreciate that. I actually like to call the defense to the stand at this time.
I'm here.
All right. So I just want to remind you that when you are on the stand, lying is a crime, and it's called perjury. So I don't expect you to commit perjury. Is that a fair expectation?
I won't commit perjury.
Okay, so that is a fair expectation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to ask some kind of a personal question. Is that all right?
It depends what the question is.
Can I ask a personal question, yes or no?
You can ask.
All right, thank you. So in one way or another, has your wife ever promised you some a bouquet?
Yes, sir.
All right. And appreciate the honesty. And when she said that, were you looking forward to that bouquet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keep the honesty rolling. I appreciate it. So was there ever a time where that promise went unfulfilled?
Yes, sir.
You could have pled the fifth on that one, my brother.
Hey, Judge, please be impartial.
I apologize.
How did that make you feel, okay?
I was upset.
You was upset?
Yeah.
All right. You can remove yourself from the stand, right? I just want to go over the definition of disappointment for the judge and everybody that's listening at home or watching. Disappointment, sadness or displeasure caused by the non-fulfillment of one's hopes or expectations. Judge, I hope you heard everything that was just said. Please take a mental note. I'll turn it over to the defense.
All right. I'd actually like to call the Honorable Judge Nick to the stand at this time.
Hello, sir.
How you doing today, sir?
Very well.
Good. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I ask that you be as honest as possible, okay?
God-fearing man.
Does that mean yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. Haven't heard that one. So, have you ever been disappointed in your interactions with a female? And when I say that, I mean it wasn't as good as you thought.
Yes, I have been.
Have you ever been disappointed with the outcome of a service because it wasn't what you expected?
Definitely.
Good. Have you ever bought a product based on the reviews and was disappointed when you got or used that product?
Undoubtedly.
That means yes, right?
Yes. Just trying to flex my vocabulary.
I like it. So, but you can actually remove yourself from the stand. I appreciate your honesty. And I do want it to be noted that you were the common denominator in all scenarios with the three different words. You thought, you expected, you assumed. I'd like to turn it over to the prosecution at this time.
Your Honorable Judge Nick, it's important to know we are getting to our closing statements. I'd like to take a few moments to address some of the boo-na-na-na that the defense just said there. So he had asked, and no response is needed here, but he had asked the Honorable Judge Nick, if you ever were disappointed from getting a product after reading reviews, right? You saw the reviews was good, so you had an expectation that the product is going to be what the reviews was. The key point there is you had an expectation. All right, so now I'm going to carry on, Your Honor, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, Your Honor, if I don't expect anything and then I don't get anything, there is no disappointment, right? As Drake said, sounds like a fair trade to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a strong belief that you will come back with a guilty verdict. I do believe that. And the reason why I believe that is because we are, once again, all adults here, right? And we understand truths and we understand non-truths. The truth is expectations can result in disappointment. You know what the truth is, Judge. I know what the truth is. The defense know what the truth is. So I'm asking you to come back with that guilty verdict because the truth is the truth, which is the truth. disappointment can come from expectations. I rest my case.
All right. I just, because somewhere in there, it just sounds like the prosecution is actually arguing what I'm arguing. But anyway, I will carry the hell on and I'll say this. All right. Your Honor, the common theme when on the stand was you. And I'm not talking about the Netflix series. All right. So you assumed, you thought, you expected, which ultimately led to you being disappointed. Not that the expectations in and of themselves, but you, because you are responsible for said expectations. You can very well be disappointed with no expectations. Case in point, I was walking, saw a taco truck. I knew it was a taco truck because it said, "We sell tacos" on the truck. I ordered, I gave them my card, they swiped the card. You know how transactions go, all right? And then I eat my tacos. The tacos was fucking terrible. And excuse my language, but the tacos was terrible, right? I didn't have any expectations, but I was disappointed. Bought a taco. Taco was disgusting. I didn't expect the taco to taste like anything. The taco was disgusting, right? There's no expectations there, right? So, Your Honor, while I don't have any expectations of your ruling, it would be disappointing if you ruled guilty because that would mean I didn't do enough. Expectations have nothing to do with it. I rest my case.
Your Honorable Judge Nick, when it comes to Kay's innocence, how do you find him?
Okay. I find you guilty.
Let's go! Look, please meet us in the comment section. Remind Kay how guilty he is. I do believe that is 3 in a row. So,
Or you can type that retrial, letter by letter. Retrial. God damn it.
Nick, do you want to explain how you
Came to that ruling?
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest part, man, it's well, one, you pleaded an amazing case. I'm gonna be honest. And you had some great points. You did. Yeah, your taco truck was all right. It was,
It's not about the tacos.
it was a little bit of, but he pleaded an amazing case, really breaking down
He
what
pleaded, so he was begging? Objection!
I presented an amazing case,
amazing
goddamn.
case, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
Serendipitous. Serendipitous. No, you did present an amazing case. I can definitely see where my bad. Two sides. I can definitely see where expectations can lead to disappointment and how they go hand in hand.
And okay, that example that you gave with the taco truck, why was you disappointed if you had no expectations?
It was disgusting.
So it's just disgusting. So I'm saying, why was you disappointed? If you didn't have no expectations, it would be good.
Then you could have just like
Because
Yeah,
I
right.
was disappointed because I wasted my money on where I didn't have to waste my money. Is that not a you don't think? Damn, I forgot to say that too. I was right there in my face. I was just trying to wrap it up because
I just don't understand though.
that could have helped a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
That could have helped a little bit.
do you not?
a little bit.
See, you know when you read in the room, you're like, oh shit, let me just let me get this off. Let me get this off.
All right, well, I mean, I bust your ass. Cool, but not seriously though. I am because I feel like the expectations is what leads to disappointment, or it can lead to disappointment. It's not the only thing. I
Well,
understand.
yeah. So I mean, so we're supposed to be arguing one is yes and one is no, and then you saying you throw in the can, and then that's where like
That would be like, I ain't gonna say it too spicy, but
no, go ahead.
You know what I mean? No, because I got cereal around me. With children, but someone texting you, you know what I mean? Your significant other or partner.
Right.
Yeah.
I got that fire. Before you know if this is that fire. You know what I'm saying? So it's setting up at the rim like, oh, you got fire. You
Yep.
get it there, right? And it ain't.
I mean, that's what Kay asked you when you was on the stand, pretty much.
Pure lukewarm. Cold.
So
Frio.
I can't say pure, lukewarm, and then cold.
Yeah. I got worse. I'm disappointed now.
So I feel like I would be doing my people. When I say my people, I am referring to my man cave people. I feel like I would be doing them a disservice if I didn't ask you this, Nick.
God.
Oh God, because you Proud Puffs.
Sponsored by
Sponsored by Proud Puffs.
Legacy cereal company.
Does it ever cross your mind, or like, do you have an expectation to? Okay, I'm nervous. Does it ever cross your mind that people can choke on your cereal?
That is.
Don't answer that, goddamn. I just wanted don't answer that. Don't answer
not
that.
even going to dignify.
Wait, but I don't even get it.
You're not supposed to.
You're not.
Yeah.
Get it.
but
But I'm gonna repeat that. Someone's missing. As we were.
That is clearly an insider. Sorry that the listeners and or your viewers
So,
don't
according
understand.
to Forbes.com, and this article was published in 2016, but these are things that they say expectations can give people trouble.
Okay.
Right? So one of those is when you say, I can change him or her. You have that expectation that you can change somebody.
Yep.
How do y'all feel about that?
You can't change. Well, you can influence people, but you can't change them if they don't want to be changed.
Isn't that like hope in a space? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really expectation. You know what I mean? Because you.
Well, yeah, I would say, I'm sorry to cut you off. Were you done?
Please. No, go.
Oh, like, because if you're saying that, like, I can change them, that means you're probably going to be doing things to try to change them. So you're expecting a certain result by you doing those things.
At the end. Okay, fair enough. I like the way you did it.
Okay.
This is why it's your show.
You finished? You done?
With what?
Are you finished or you done?
With what?
Nah, I just wanted to say that. I ain't gonna say it no more. Birdman got there.
All right. Another one is things will make me happy. It's like going to before like purchasing things. Another one is people know what I'm trying to say.
That's a big one. Goddamn.
It is. Another one. There's two more. Life should be fair and people should like me. So so out of those, is there any of those that you guys deal with
Currently?
Yeah, currently. You need me to run it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say please.
I can change him/her, or I can change people. Let me say that. Things will make me happy. People know what I'm trying to say. Life should be fair. People should like me.
Life should be fair.
For you, that's one that you
Definitely.
Can give
Yeah,
further
why is that?
elaborate?
like. Do you feel that way? I'm sorry. Like, you feel like life should be fair?
Definitely.
Okay.
That's technically in the pursuit of happiness in the American dream. You know what I mean? The fair shot of being able to achieve your dreams.
Right.
And I feel like I'm not going to get into this. I feel like I need to go to therapy after this. But that's a lot of the times, especially if you're a minority-owned business, you're not actually getting that fair shot.
Right.
And deeper conversation, obviously.
No.
eventually,
Wait, but as a minority black man specifically,
Yep.
you still feel that things should be fair?
Wait, so hold on. That's what I was gonna say. Like now, like hearing myself say that out loud, it kind of sounds dumb to me. You think things should be fair? Like just because things aren't fair doesn't mean you can't think that they should, because they should be fair.
Definitely.
So my fault. I don't know. I didn't say with any tone or anything.
No,
like
no,
that,
not at all.
But I do feel crazy for saying, like, even asking that question. It sounds dumb to me now.
No, not at all. It's one of those things, and I think people do think it's actually fair. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the venture capitalist rate of funded black businesses,
Crazy.
If you lump it up with BIPOC, I think it's 3% of black business, minority-owned businesses that get funding. 3%. It's a crazy number.
Even the percentage is worse for women. By the way, black
sure.
women, crazy.
For sure. I think if you actually like space it down to just black, it's 1. So when we say things like fair shot, we're not getting our fair shot.
Right.
If that's the number, if there's such a big disparity in black or minority-owned businesses getting funded, then it's not fair.
Right. And the reason why I said it like that is because I know that the world isn't fair, especially to us. Everybody in this room is not fair to us.
Right.
So I don't expect that no more. And now I'm going to move accordingly. Like, life is not fair.
Facts.
All right, now I'm not going to just stay in that place. Damn, it's not fair to me.
Yeah, and I was coming from the same place when I said it. Like,
Yeah.
like you think, but like, okay, just because you're experienced, you know that, and you move accordingly, it doesn't mean somebody else can't think it. It doesn't mean he's not moving accordingly.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt kind of crazy just asking that question like that. Oh, you think that? Well, yeah. I mean, you should think that because that's how it should be. God damn it! I want to get into another misconception.
Damn, next time just go around the room. Like,
You didn't say your piece?
Nah, but it's cool. We can move past this.
Oh yeah. Nah, good. I mean, you sound like you want to say your piece.
No. We
You
can
don't?
move past it, bro. Yeah, we good.
All right, cool. I'll make sure I come to you first on this one. All right.
Appreciate
it. Another misconception as it pertains to expectations, or in a sense, you are the company you keep. Now, with no explanation, what do you feel?
That's a misconception?
Yes.
I believe that wholeheartedly, actually.
Agreed.
You believe that?
Yeah.
All right. So I do think it's a misconception because although I do agree that people you surround yourself with can impact how others view you, it doesn't make you that. I know a lot of people that hang out with gorillas, killers, and drug dealers, and they're not that.
When you say you know people that hang out with them, how often are they hanging out with them? Are they just coming around?
Well,
once?
I'm not around those people anymore, so like I don't want to like speak on. Yeah.
I start like, okay, back to the influence. If you are, let's say, you're hanging around people who aren't doing anything with their life. I'm not gonna go too in detail, but
Right.
I'm doing more than likely. You are going to be doing the same things that they're doing because you have some interest, right? You got common interests.
Yeah.
So you're doing the same things.
Or you're in a space of, it almost looks like you're condoning it. So for me, my moral compass, like I can't be around respectfully like bums. I can't be around deadbeat dads.
Okay.
I can't be around women beaters. Like
Okay.
that's my moral compass. I can't be around that because if I'm around it, I condone it.
It's still like what I'm trying, like, because like you said, more than likely, and like it's more of a literal sense. Like you, I mean, what? That's why it's a misconception.
Well, okay.
Just because, like, yeah, the perception of it, like, yeah, and there's a chance or a high probability of this happening, that doesn't mean you are that. You don't have to be. I've hung around people that, like, now I look back at it and I would never hang around them, but I wasn't what they were. And you can be hanging around people and you want to be the change for these people. Like, you want to motivate them and be the reason why they change. So that's why I think it is a misconception.
Okay, touche.
Two things can be true.
Yeah, I see.
That's how I get out of those arguments. I'm right and you're right.
We both right.
Yeah, two things can be true. And just,
we both wrong.
and you just stop speaking and just stare.
I like how you said that's how I get out of those arguments. As in, like, you said two things can be true, but and then say he's like, you're stupid.
Two things can be true and just stare at them.
Oh, he said it again. Oh my god.
There it is.
Yo, let me. I watch Animal Planet and Discovery Channel. I'm somebody who believes we can learn from animals in a real way, or at least appreciate the things that they do. Sometimes with this one. All right, so this one, I'm going to be speaking on the African cichlid.
I like it already.
Oh, you do? Oh, 'cause African.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's a fish. It's a mouth brooder, and so when they expect that their young are in danger, they suck them back into their mouth.
This is crazy.
Nah, you got they in water, like, so everything going in their mouth, man. Like, so no.
Sucking kids back in your mouth is crazy. This is not a family-friendly show. Can you monetize this?
Brown pups,
Yo, their kids.
$10
I think their kids are called fries. So I think
it
it's
makes sense
fitting.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it makes sense.
Sucking fries back in your mouth is still crazy. But continue.
That was it, bro. That was it.
You're just gonna drop that off? And
I mean, don't ask no questions.
yeah.
about
What
that.
do we do with that?
The African cichlid, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fish.
I know someone that's never mind.
Oh,
I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her an African cichlid when I get out of here. Damn, you are an African cichlid.
We did not make them say these things.
okay. Okay, we got time, bro.
We are at 51.
All right, I always want to go over 7 classroom expectations from grades K to 12. My fault, the African sickling. Shout out. All right, so here are 7 classroom expectations from grades K to 12. All right, 1, respect yourself, the teachers, and others. 2, put forth your best effort at all times. 3, be prepared for class each day. 4, follow directions when given. 5, pay attention, participate, ask questions. 6, preserve a positive learning environment. And then 7, take responsibility for your actions. I want to ask you guys, start with you here, Nick. Would you change any of those?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you just said.
Wait. May I ask why? Don't you know what I just said?
It just went really fast.
Okay.
Run it back from the top.
But before I run it back, Kate, did you?
So would I change them?
Yeah. Would you change any of those?
Nah, you know what? So I was just listening wrong, and when I say listening wrong, like, I was expecting you to say, like, which one of those applied to you. So I was listening for that.
Got you.
And, like, so the last one.
I just wasn't listening. I'm not gonna lie. It was all a blur after the first one.
It was all a dream.
I didn't go to preschool, so
I am not wearing this hoodie.
My
Asking to 3rd grade. I mean, y'all kind of relating that. No, all right.
Wait, you didn't go where?
to preschool.
Do you have to go to preschool?
No,
I don't know, but I feel like I didn't learn a lot of the essential things that would have made me a better human. in
What
life.
did you learn in preschool?
How to share.
No, I think that's not kindergarten, sir.
How to not put the square block in the triangle hole. Crazy.
That is kindergarten again, sir.
I dead be like this.
Pre-K was just naps, okay?
At 30, I'm still trying to get the square into the triangle hole. Continue.
Okay.
I got enough for that. We're gonna move on from that. I want to get to a quote. Is that okay?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the quote. And the author of this quote is actually a website. It is nkaiquotes.com. nkaiquotes.com.
Is that your website?
No, nkaiquotes.com.
Oh.
It's not my website. Nah.
Okay.
Average Blow is my website. God damn it.
Average Blow.
Yes, sir. Here's the quote. Keep your I'm gonna run
Sorry.
it back. Yeah. Keep your expectations high on achievement and low on people.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love hate it.
Go ahead.
What do you hate about it?
Yeah.
I hate that we're setting the bar so low on humans.
Oh.
I hate that part.
Why do you feel like that's setting the bar low?
Repeat that one more time.
Keep your expectations high on achievement and low on people.
Yeah. Why do I have to keep it low on people?
Why are you expecting anything from anybody?
Ooh.
I'm expecting natural human decency.
He said
that's
why.
what I led with, goddamn,
But he
yeah.
said
Yeah.
why. Why are you expecting that from
Yeah.
anybody?
Because that's what I give out.
So
Okay.
So you expect to get what you give.
Easy. 7 spiritual laws of success.
I believe.
So if
I
you
believe
give
that
me money,
too.
you expect me to give you money?
if I needed it.
But so and without so then you don't. What about my personal situation or my finances? I don't have the finances to give it to you. You still expect me to give it to you?
There's understanding at that point. So my financial
All these
means,
caveats, my boy.
No, my financial means was good at the time, which is why I gave it to you. So I expect if I'm down and you're up, and for you to give it back. Not when you're down too.
But what if I'm up and there's 13 of you?
I'm the one that gave you something though.
But there's 13 of people that gave me something.
I asked.
And all I'm saying,
yeah, I'm the one that asked.
but I just feel like having low expectations on people doesn't mean you're setting a low bar. Like, no, you can have just don't expect anything from nobody, but that doesn't mean that the bar okay.
I can see it your way, Nick, that like how it can be seen as having a low bar because I am somebody who I want to generally believe that there are good people in the world, right? And I think and this could be us assuming too that we're like assuming that there's not a lot of people like that. And his quote or that not your quote, but in Caillou, is it Caillou?
In Kai.
Why say in Caillou?
Is that the bald-headed character?
It probably might be.
It is.
Right?
Oh, my bad. It sounded better to me. But anyway, I can see why he's thinking that way.
Two things can be true.
Yeah. Well, can we ever say 3 things can be true or not? You
You
never,
can. 5 things can be true.
I don't like that one.
I don't give a damn. He looked me right in my 2 things can be true.
That was his way of saying, move it along, goddammit.
All right, so I'm gonna get into the keyword search. All right, so I use a keyword search tool, and what that entails is I type in a keyword, which is expectations, right? And then it'll populate a whole bunch of words associated with it, and they'll tell me at what volume it was searched at. So I typed in expectations. I'm sorry, that was French. Blah, 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 blah. Beep, 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 right? And I seen something called crepe expectations. So do you guys
like the dessert?
And it's funny because when I first saw it, I read it as creep because my reading abilities is not all the way 100 right now. Fair enough. But yeah, it's creep. Anyways.
Oh, can I just interject and say, when you said that, in my head, instantly I was like, oh, you getting sexual?
Hey, yo.
Creep expectations? Whatever. All right, continue.
I mean, I went there when I read it as creep expectations. I was like, something crazy's about to happen.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't creep. I just was like, oh, what they doing? I'm interested. Anyway, keep going.
It must be a bloodline thing.
No.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
I have trouble reading sometimes, and he's Dominican, so I think that's what it is.
I never ate crepes either. Like I didn't know that was a food.
Phenomenal dish. Continue.
Yeah, okay. So it was 29th on the list with a search volume of 1,420. So crepe expectations is a daytime destination for sweet and savory crepes and coffee in a sophisticated black and purple setting located in Las Vegas, Nevada. God damn it. What?
I'm black.
He went purple. Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, and it has an average Google rating of 4.8. So I just want to get into the most recent review real quick. It's a 5-star review by Dave Huang, and it goes, Guy, I guess that's the owner name. I don't know. Guy never lets us down. In parentheses, well, maybe just that once. But we have had plenty of good crepes all over the world. This place has to be top 3 in terms of quality, taste, and price. Shout out to you, Dave, for leaving a 5-star review. I would like everyone to leave great reviews when they have great experiences. So yeah, let's get it.
I wonder why he included that part. Maybe that one time.
Because he clearly knows this guy on a personal level, so he just wanted him to know, like, don't fuck up again, my boy.
just so you know.
Hit him with a message, but
you're burning my shit.
Yeah.
All right, so when it comes to expectations, how do you feel someone could be above average?
Just I would say how you be above average with expectations. Just make realistic expectations. Don't nothing too crazy. And for other people anyway. I mean, for yourself, I think the sky's the limit for yourself. But as it pertains to other people, realistic expectations. Nick,
Okay.
what do you think?
I have high expectations for myself. I have high expectations of the people that I'm surrounded by, and that's it.
I don't like how you looked me in the eye when he said that.
So y'all know, you know what I mean? You guys are doing an amazing job at your podcast.
Appreciate that, brother.
I appreciate that you guys can receive that. More importantly, but yeah. So no expectations from this is continuously growing and building out the brand.
Yep.
And keeping it going.
All right, let's get it. I appreciate that. And now we're getting ready to close out the show with information a guru will make you pay for. Now, what this is usually someone comes up on some type of influence and they'll take advantage of people. Remember, people, ignorance is expensive. The less you know, the more you pay. I'm going to say it 1,000,000 times till you guys get it, all right? Now, usually they'll sell classes, courses, or in-person sessions of basic information, or Nick, sometimes information that just doesn't work at all, right? So today, this is for anybody thinking of hiring a life coach to help you defeat expectations. I'm sure that life coach can actually help you, being that that's their job and all, right? However, before you spend your hard-earned money on some words, I strongly encourage you to hear my opinion and overcoming those expectations. So I got 5 steps for you real quick. 1, accept yourself as you are. When you accept yourself for who you are, there isn't room for forceful influence. You know yourself, all right? 2, adjust the way you think. Are you being kind to yourself? or are you adding pressure to yourself, right? Focus on who you want to be and not expectations of who you should be, okay? Number 3, speak up. Please speak up. People don't know what you don't tell them. So don't let anyone dictate who you are and what you want to do, all right? Please. And I said there was 5, it's actually only 4. Here's the last one, right? Number 4, stop judging, stop expecting. Here's what I mean. They say expectations derive from being judgmental. Judgment adds frustration and negativity, in my opinion. So by removing judgment and expectations, you will appreciate your life as it is. Now, that is my opinion, right? If you already letting go of the pressures and the expectations, that is awesome. Please share your story and how you did that, because that might motivate somebody else, right? Now, if you are on Google right now typing in life coach, how can I get rid of expectations? Before you hit enter, please just listen to what I said and know that that is information a life coach might make you pay for. Now, Nick, if you want to be found, how can people find you to connect?
That's a great question. Unfortunately, I'm hacked on all social media, so you can't find me. I'm actually invisible right now.
Whoa, that's
a deeper, darker story.
Okay. What about an email? Can they email you?
My email was actually hacked. So
how can people reach you at all if they want to find out what's going on with
you got a trap phone, sir. What's the trap phone?
Yeah, I was like, I might have to give out that number at best. But we are in the space of rebuilding our socials. Okay. We are in the space of getting one of our most important emails back, which is our customer service email.
Wait, so we can't even have you in the show notes?
No, I'm invisible. But I think our generic website is still back up, which is just www.proudpuffcereal.com.
Okay. And so you see what they do to black people. God damn it.
Longer story.
It is important to listen and always remember being competitive is a positive attribute. Being average is a choice.
Average blows.